I just had an amazing conversation with a woman that I met online, and I'm left with like this really inspired feeling of what I need to do next to grow in my own personal development, and it has to do with speaking more. And it's such a new concept to me that I'm not even sure I've totally formulated my understanding of it yet, but I know that by speaking it will help me solidify these thoughts. She, like me, is a Scorpio, and I have all these labels that I've come to sort of like gravitate to in order to understand myself better as an introvert. There's the Myers-Briggs INFJ, and even my Akashic records, they speak about me coming from this place of extreme like isolation and being able to like thrive in that environment where I need a lot of alone time, and I'm a really good listener, and that speaking my truth is one of my kind of my gifts, I guess. But I haven't been able to fully tap into that and know what that is, because I have felt so uncomfortable being a speaker that I needed some sort of script always to be able to express myself clearly. So going into a conversation with somebody that I've never met, I'm going into any conversation, to be totally honest, maybe even, well, no, even on the telephone. I mean, even if I've known you all of my life, I still have a difficult time really tapping into that inner voice, that inner self, and really being able to speak clearly and confidently and with purpose. I always sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like default to just being the listener. And there is a shift happening. It's coming. It's slow, and maybe it's picking up momentum now, but that voice is starting to come out and find itself. And the thing that this woman was telling me about, love her so much, was that she actually had gone into like coaching sessions where she practiced actually sort of overcoming that quietness. And that's not even quite the right word, but that just that sort of like personality feature of being silent, not necessarily silent, but just, not being able to really tap into her innermost being at any time in any conversation. And so in order to practice doing that, she was given like different topics, and she'd have to say at least 5 things about those topics and do this over and over and over again for like, I don't know, 30 days or something, I think she said. And she said it was one of the hardest things that she's ever had to do, to be able to like just have these sort of like spontaneous conversations about these different topics. And she was so lovely to talk to. It was incredible. She just radiated clarity and purpose, and she said so many things about herself that I would love to be able to say about myself, but can't do that yet. So this is such a turning point for me in terms of being able to sort of lift that and redefine myself and find that voice that is in there. I just haven't been able to unleash it. So the really like huge thing that like sparked for me was, as she was describing this, I realized for myself in conversations, I need this script. And so I need to become unscripted. And for me, my script has been my book. It's been sitting at, in isolation, in my happy place, in my safe zone, if you want to call it that, writing and connecting with my inner self and putting those words onto paper so that I can like remember them and look back at them and reconnect with them. Because if I'm out in the world, out of that safe zone, you know, out of my happy place, I draw a blank. I can't do it. I can't connect. And so moving from this space into the rest of the world and still practicing that connection is the challenge that I have to face. So yeah, how do we do that? I don't know yet, but I'm gonna keep working on it, because this is where the motivation is. That's where the momentum is taking me. And I think even just having that conversation with her today was one step in that direction of finding that connection while interacting with somebody else. I think, and I know I'm talking fast, but there's a lot of thoughts coming through, but like I think I get so cluttered with other people's emotions and energy while I'm out of that safe zone that I lose track of who I am. I just sort of become everybody else, right? And so grounding myself and tapping back into that and practicing and practicing and practicing it. Oh, I just feel there's going to be so many good things that come from that. And I have no idea what that looks like, but yeah, I'm excited to like figure that out. And if anyone listens to this and gets what I'm saying about like how to connect in that outer world amongst all those other energies and tap into your inner being and really still identify with who you are while being surrounded in that. If you have any like advice for me, send it on over, because I'm all ears to figuring this out. Okay, thank you. I needed to share that and talk it through, and I'm gonna post this, and part of this experience is me sharing these stories. Even though I'm in my safe zone right now, me coming out of my safe zone is putting this out to the world for everyone else to see. So yeah, cool. Very excited. All right. Thank you.